Hi, I'm Kristen Rosenberg. I'm a holistic health practitioner and intuitive, and I'm here to bring you the Angel and Oracle reading for February 2026. This reading is a monthly reading, and I check in with the angels to see who's coming through for the month with any messages to describe the energies and just to guide us and give us some clarity on our path regarding those energies for the month. And then I usually pull some cards as well, just to expand on that message and to see what else that spirit might have for us. And here's just a little bit about me. If you're watching this video, you can see what services I have. I offer transformative wellness services that are geared to support you in mind, body, and spirit. And that includes holistic health programs, somatic breathwork, Reiki, and intuitive readings, just to support the mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual aspects of our health. So if you're interested in any of that, my information is on this slide as well, and I'll return to this at the end of the reading just to expand on it a bit. So let's get started with the angel message for this month. So there are two angels that came through for the message this month: Archangel Raziel and Archangel Christine. And I'll just read a little bit about these angels because they're not as well known maybe as some of the bigger angels like Archangel Raphael or Archangel Michael. So Archangel Raziel, he's the Archangel of Wisdom. He holds the sacred mysteries of the universe. He helps you gain insights and understandings in relation to divine truths. He supports spiritual gifts and their development, and he reigns over communication between the physical and spiritual worlds. And I'll just tell you a little bit about Archangel Christine as well. She holds and radiates the Christ light and divine feminine light of wisdom. With loving compassion, she helps those on the ascension path to move forward with wisdom, and she infuses the crown chakra with wisdom as you evolve and raise your vibration. So, what was really interesting about these angels coming through at the same time, and I had never been visited by Archangel Christine yet, so this was very welcome and a nice surprise. But both of these angels are about wisdom. And based on the message that's coming through for this month, wisdom is really important. It's about checking in with ourselves and deciding what's true for each of us, and having that truth guide us. So that's a form of wisdom, right? So February seems like a very deep time to go within ourselves and to draw on our inner wisdom and see the world, our local communities, our families, the people in our lives, what we're doing in our lives, how we're behaving, what activities we interact with or are doing, to see these things with fresh eyes and really evaluate why we're doing them. It's a time to act with higher wisdom, a wisdom that comes from within us and from a higher power that transcends legalistic tendencies of our earthly systems. That includes the financial, medical system, educational system. All these things are on the table now to be questioned and to really think about how they're benefiting us and to decide what's true for each of us. And that's on an individual basis, and how we want to move forward in our lives and what is most beneficial. So other months can be a little peppier. This one feels like pretty serious and to go deep this month. It's a true calling to be reflective this month. So let's get started with the angel reading. I asked for a message for February, and what came to me, and this has been a vision that I've seen before in the past, is like a circular white couch. And then it kind of lights up in front of me, and then it goes on its side. So it starts to look like a ring light. And so that's the vision for this month, is like this really bright illuminated ring light. And that seems like a very simple vision, but Archangel Raziel comes through first with a message, and I'll just read that message from him. He says, "There is much to be illuminated this month, internally and in the world as a whole. It is a warm, glowing light of illumination and truth that is shining down. It is about exposing things for what they really are and their true motivations. As we say, this can happen both personally and globally in terms of nations and events. It is important to watch with keen eyes and open hearts to discern what is true and what is truth for each person. There is projected truth and then higher truth that unifies you and connects all that exists. We encourage you to look with unbiased eyes, to observe from a neutral position and ask questions about your surroundings, about the motivations of your relationships, and the why behind your reasoning for doing things, and believing in people, events, and beliefs that have long been held in your world, and in your own personal life and behaviors and thinking. It is not necessarily that we mean for you to cast out all that is old. It is merely to assess the validity and capacity in which these things are serving you or not serving you, and then to use discernment to discard those things which no longer benefit you. And then after I hear that, I sense that Archangel Christine is with me, and Archangel Christine feels very integral to all this flooding of light. And it is that she holds and radiates the Christ light and divine feminine light of wisdom. So lots of feminine light and energy coming in for this month. And so I hear her say, this month will be a time of flooding our environment with light so that we can see clearly and plainly in terms of that which we wish to embody in our lives and how we wish to live. It is a time of choosing based on this clarity and understanding and knowing. This is not for the faint of heart, but will require strength to step forward in a direction that is illuminated in terms of truth and authenticity and wholeheartedness. It may not be simple or easy to go against the grain of what has been believed or those beliefs that have been held for so long, for some time, and systems that have guided you and molded your way of life for so long. However, there comes a time to assess all sorts of structures and thinking to move forward in a new way that serves the collective and individuals in it in a fair, just, and compassionate way. We remind you that the light lives within each one of you, within yourselves. See the light in the world around you and within you, and connect yourself to all that is. Connect yourself to Source. If you cannot feel your connection to Source, ask for a stronger connection. Be in meditation and prayer, and know your true essence as a divine being. It is time to call on these inner gifts and allow them to guide you in the way that serves the greatest and highest good, that serves love in the world and not ego, power, and greed. We wish for you to move forward in peace and love and joy and compassion for your physical world and your spiritual worlds. We hope that the two can be truly connected in all that you do to benefit humanity and each one of you as part of this beautiful divine matrix of existence and the whole continuum of existence. Fear not. While the challenges may present themselves, do not be in fear, but be in your heart and show compassion for yourselves and all those around you. You are all here at a turbulent time, and it is together that you will thrive and rise. Do not forget one another. Do not look to external authoritarian forces to guide you through what is a beautiful, soulful evolution of society and the divine beings in your world. It is through light, clear sight, the feeling of love, and embodying that in the world that a new way of society and living will form. Point your hearts to the direction of Source and stay connected. We are here for you and we will not let you fall if you continue to be in your heart and in alignment with the light and with Source. May the clarity and light in your heart guide you and keep you. We surround you with so much love, light, and protection. Remember again to connect to us and ask for the help that is needed at any time. You are warriors, light warriors, not in the aggressive sense, but in strength, beauty, and in the power of love. Wield that power at this time and let it guide your feet. So much love, Archangel Christine, and love from Archangel Raziel as well. So those are two beautiful messages of light, love, and wisdom, and urging us to discern our way forward. Very interesting. So we will see what February holds. Again, this message for February does not feel like a run-of-the-mill request, like, oh, let's connect to spirit, which is always lovely. And of course, that's what we should be doing. But this one feels like a true urging, like the time is now. Don't wait any longer, because this is a pivotal time where we're deciding what our lives are going to look like in the future. And it's time for us to get on that path of however we want our lives to be. We need to discern what is for us. If we've been pushing away or trying to ignore some people, events, or situations in our lives that have been challenging or that aren't really benefiting us, it's time to shine a light on that and figure out the truth around those situations, because we need to shed the old. We need to kind of cut that dead weight from us so that we can evolve and emerge into something lighter, greater, and healthier for ourselves. So it's more of a reckoning than an invitation. It is time to discern what's in alignment for ourselves. And it does feel, like I said, feel like a wall here, that it's time to decide what's for us. And it's also calling us to have love and compassion for one another too, and for ourselves as we go through these changes. If all of us are cutting things and shifting and moving, have compassion for yourself and have compassion for others, especially if they are falling away from your life. They may be going through the same discernment process as well, and moving on a path that's greater and higher for them. And in that same way, it will serve you as well. So just have your eye out and see with fresh eyes this month, and really think about the why behind everything in your life, why it's there, and even in relation to your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs, because they can hold some long-term patterning, just like the angels mentioned this month. So again, yeah, seems like a very deep, intense, and reflective month. And I hope it's a month filled with light, wisdom, and discernment of truth for you. Okay, let's move on to the card reading. The first card is about the nature of our obstacles for February, and the card that came up is Balancing Act, and it was upside down, so it's reversed. And this card in this position is telling us that it's time to address the areas of your life where it's out of balance right now. Maybe you're obsessed or fixated with one area to the exclusion of other areas in your life. For example, maybe you're focusing too much on your job, and you're ignoring a relationship in your life. So it's important. It's an important time to take inventory about what's out of balance and bring things back into balance and develop an equilibrium and harmony around them. So be adaptable and adjust to your environment. If you don't have control over certain things, balance should come more easily this month if you try to just go with the flow of things and work around what the situation is presenting you with. And I like this card so much in relation to the message that the angels brought through, because again, we're looking at everything in our life and seeing what works for us, right? So if there are things that are out of balance, or areas of your life that are out of balance, relationships, work, health, look at those things. It's time to really deeply reflect on them and figure out what's best for you. So that makes total sense with the message for this month. So we want to be in balance and bring ourselves into some sort of equilibrium and harmony. So look at all those areas. The next card is unexpected visitors. This card is the next best action to support us through the obstacles for this month. And again, it's unexpected visitors. And this card tells us to be prepared for surprises, detours, shifts, and changes. It's the idea of saying that life is what happens when you're off making other plans. This is what this card embodies pretty much. There are situations that may arise or seem inconvenient or problematic at first, but those twists and turns, any shifts or changes that may be happening this month, you should see that as spirit being involved in that Spirit is leading you to something different for your greatest and highest good. So don't be afraid of any shifts or changes or things that fall apart or maybe come together suddenly in a way that you didn't expect. Spirit has its hand in that. So just go with the flow. And when you do that, miracles can happen. And you may look back at some point one day and think like, wow, that's not what I expected to happen, but it really worked out the way that it did happen. So love that too also for this month. When we're trying to be reflective and figure out what we're doing, spirit may be guiding us in ways that are unexpected. So watch for that. The next card is Spirit's role behind the scenes, and this card is wishing well. So this card is about putting your wishes out into the universe. So in a wishing well, or if you were, when you were younger, maybe you tossed a penny into the fountain to make a wish on it and toss it into the fountain and hope that it would come true. So this is the same idea. Spirit is calling us to put our intention on that, penny and put it out to the universe. So you don't have to actually throw a penny into the water. You just need to get clear about your intentions and what you want for yourself. Put it out into the universe. Speak it, pray it, meditate on it. And when you do that, release it to spirit, surrender it, and then move forward listening for what spirit has to say to you about that, and acting in faith that spirit will actually bring you what you're wishing for. That's the process. So really your end of things is to get clear about your intentions, what you want to bring into your life, and then putting it out to the universe, letting it go, surrendering it to spirit, and then acting in faith and trust that it will be brought to you. And again, I love this card in terms of the message this month, because that's what we're doing. We're getting clear in ourselves about what's best for us this month. So we're going deep. We're figuring it out. What's best? What's in alignment? How do I want to live? How do I want to be? How do I want to show up in life? So we're discerning that, and then that will inform our intention. And what I really love about the cards for this month too is that the card before this, unexpected visitors, for how spirit's helping us navigate the obstacles, and also this card about spirit's role behind the scene, wishing well. So wishing well in terms of how spirit's being active is spirit wants to bring us that which is best for us, right? So when we get clear, spirit is ready and waiting to bring us what we want, and to bring what is best for us. And it may not always look like what we think it should look like. So it may not meet our expectations in how we actually envision it. Spirit is going to bring us what is best for us for our greatest and highest good in the form that it should take, and spirit can decide that, and also in timing. So it may not be exactly when we hope for, but when we surrender our intention, spirit will work its magic to bring us what we need in the time that we need it. So for this month, I know that we're going deep and have a lot of work to do, but spirit is also standing by doing a lot of work as well. shifting and changing things, reorganizing things for us, moving things around so that we're on the right path, and then also standing ready to act on our intentions and our requests to bring them to us. So a very powerful month. And obviously this message is it's really time to get clear about what we want. And if you can't get crystal clear about what you want, at least to be working on it and communicating with spirit about that, so that spirit can also show you and guide you what may be in your best interest for your greatest and highest good. So think on that, and definitely be in some deep reflection this month. And again, I just want to mention the services that I offer. They are transformative wellness services that support you in mind, body, and spirit. And I offer a holistic health program called Cleanse Your Body to Heal. It's a one-on-one program that helps you reclaim your health from chronic illness and chronic symptoms naturally. And I do that using food, herbs, and supplements. And it's really a powerful program that brings you back to the healing power of your body. And I've been through this program myself. It's helped to help me release at least 30 plus symptoms, 2 autoimmune conditions. It's really phenomenal, and I would love to be able to work with you and guide you through that if it's something that you're interested and willing to do in terms of making some shifts and changes in your life to bring you to greater health, more energy, and just more vitality. I am feeling the best I ever have in my entire life. So I highly recommend that, or get in touch with me and I'll just talk to you about it, answer any questions that you might have about that kind of program. There's also a somatic breathwork technique that I offer called Freedom Process, and it allows you to let go of stuck energy, trapped energy, and limiting beliefs that keep you stuck in life and hold you back from living a life that you truly want to live. Again, all of these things that I offer are things that I use myself and have contributed greatly to my health. So this one is really great for letting go of mental and emotional heaviness and accumulation in the body that affects our nervous system and keeps us from moving forward. So it's very powerful. I also offer Reiki and intuitive readings to help us with the energetic and spiritual aspects of our health. Reiki is so wonderful to help relax and calm the nervous system and just to get the energy flowing evenly. And intuitive readings also just wonderful divine messages that come through to help guide you on your path and support you and give you some clarity about moving forward. So I love all of these services. They're like all like my babies. And I would love to share them with you. So if you're interested, there is the information on the slide there about how to connect with me. My social media handle is at Inspire True Wellness. You can contact me by email at Kristen, Kristen, at inspiretruewellness.com, and my website, inspiretruewellness.com. So thank you so much for being here and listening to this video. Please subscribe to my channel to get future updates and future angel and oracle readings. And again, you can also visit inspiretruewellness.com to book services with me and also to sign up for my newsletter and to get updates about events and other things that are coming up. I hope that the angels bring you much true wellness, joy, and abundance for February. Remember to go deep and discern whatever is for the greatest and highest for you and what your truth is. So I wish you a wonderful month of love, light, and truth. And I will see you next month.